Why did I quit YouTube?
What's a couple racks for me? I can see a bitch OT to get a stack for me. My accountant, she count the cash for me. I miss my miss low-key, that bitch bad for me.
What is poppin' Nova Nation? It's your girl KiCassanova, and I am back with another YouTube video. Now, this YouTube video is going to be a life update Q&A. Basically, I'm getting a little personal with you guys. Basically, what you can see from the title is, why did I choose to be a lash tech? Why lashing? And somebody just asked, what made you start lashing? So, I'm on TikTok Live while I do this. I do go on TikTok Live on my lash page. If you guys want to follow me, it's at Miss Lash Diaries. My main page is Miss Cassanova. And yeah. What made me lash? What made me start lashing? Why did I become a lash tech? What happened to YouTube? I've been seeing a lot of people commenting like, oh, the YouTube money is not hitting, all these things. I don't know how to really put it into perspective for everybody, but we have to go back in time a little bit. I've been on social media since I was 13 years old. I have been, I guess what you would say, Instagram famous since the age of 13. I am 25 now. I started YouTube when I was 17, and honestly, I really got to a certain point where I didn't want to be famous anymore. I was struggling to find content to post. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want people talking about me. It was like a whole process that I was really going through. The year of, I think it was 2023. So the year of 2023, I kept getting flagged. My YouTube videos kept getting flagged, and I got demonetized 3 times in the year. So I got demonetized, and each suspension was 3 months. So I would film on YouTube, and I would make, let's say, I would make a bunch of money, like $6,000. And then I would get flagged, and that $6,000 is gone. I'm not getting it. YouTube is taking it, and now I'm under suspension for 3 months. So then when I got my YouTube channel back, the second that I put all my videos back, boom, I got suspended again. So now I'm like, what the f? When I got my channel back again, I slowly started posting again because I was weary. Like, am I gonna get demonetized? What's going on? What's happening? So then I got demonetized again. And at that point, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? Because with all of my old videos on YouTube, that was my sustainable income. So YouTube, if I didn't post on YouTube for 3 months, I'm still making $5,000, $4,000, $3,000 a month. But I don't need to post. But if I was posting, then I would make like $7,000, $6,000. Do you get what I'm saying? So with my old videos being gone, that took a really big toll on me financially. And I was like, you know what? This can happen to me anytime, because the year was so bad. I'm like, this can happen to me anytime. The only thing that I could live off of really are my sponsorships, opportunities, which they're really good, because each wig that I wear, I would get paid 2,000 USD, 1,500 USD, and I would get at least 3-4 wigs a month. So I'm still coming in with $5,000 a month for myself. But it was just less money than I could do. So I was like, you know what? I need to have a side hustle. Like, there's something else that I need to do, like the OnlyFans, the Instagram. Oh yeah, and then my Instagram got taken away from me. I also lost my Instagram account. And I've had that Instagram account since I was in high school. So I made a new one. So a lot of the opportunities that I had before, I no longer could get, because my Instagram followers, I was now at 6,000 followers. As of before, I was at 140,000. So it was like, yeah. Crazy year for me. So I was like, I want a side hustle. And lashing, I've always been interested in it. And my friend, I used to have a friend whose mom used to lash, and I used to help her with her company, and I used to help her make volume fans. And honestly, like, I've always wanted to lash. I've always had an interest of lashing. I've always wanted to sit down, and for my anxiety, it's something that I like to do. Like, I'm calm, I'm collect, I can literally focus. I'm in my own world for 2 hours. So it's amazing. And then on top of that, I get the satisfaction of doing someone's lashes, and they love their lashes, and it was really nice. It's a really nice transition. And honestly, like, I needed to feel more human. I needed to feel like I'm a normal human being, because a lot of the times nobody treats me like I'm a human being. They treat me like I owe them something. They treat me like I need to promote this, I need to promote that for them, and this is what I owe them, and they don't treat me like that. They don't treat me like a normal human being. And I turned 25, and turning 25, they always say your frontal lobe develops. Turning 25 really like took a really big toll on me, because it opened my eyes to so many things. I just want to be a normal girl. And what I've realized is the 13-year-old Ki wanted to be famous, but the 25-year-old Ki doesn't. She doesn't. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I can't. Even with love, a lot of the men that I've spoken to, they were using me. Like, I was just talking to somebody last year, and that man was using me and trying to get me to collab with him. He was trying to use me and try to get, like, push his stuff out there. And, like, he was telling everybody that he was using me. And, like, it's really difficult to not be normal. As much as you want to be normal, it's difficult, because, like, the second that you start to act like you're a normal human being and, like, you're regular and I'm just like everybody else, everybody tries to tell you, like, no, you're not normal, you're not like everyone else. And then when you pop your shit and you're like, do you know who I am? It's like, who the do you think you are? So it's a lot. It's really a lot. It's a lot. But just be yourself. Honestly, just be yourself. So what advice can you give to someone who may be interested in lashing? So the advice that I can give to someone that may be interested in lashing is that don't give up. Not 1 second should you ever give up on even trying to do your lashes, because I'll show you my first set and I'll show you my most recent set. And there's a drastic difference, a complete drastic difference. So don't give up on yourself and give yourself time. If you take I used to take 8 hours to do lashes, and now I take 2 to 3 hours. So just keep practicing. I was at 4 hours for a very long time, and then I kept going, and now I'm at 2 to 3. So you're always gonna get faster with time. Do not give up. Don't feel like, and if your fans aren't working, don't feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. You're capable of everything. You have to remember muscle memory. Your body has to get used to doing things, and then once you get to, like, oh, this is nice, you're gonna get into the habit of knowing what you're doing. So yeah, let's see the questions. Someone asks, why did you quit YouTube? Why did I quit YouTube? I quit YouTube because I was getting harassed by 2 girls. I was getting harassed because of a man. And it was really throwing me off, because honestly, if I wasn't KiCassanova, they wouldn't have harassed me. And I didn't like it. And it was just something that I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. This is not something that I want to be regular. I just want to be normal. Like, I genuinely just want to be normal. But I've come to realize that God didn't make me normal for a reason. God didn't allow me to have platforms for a reason. He doesn't allow people to gravitate me for no reason. Like, there's a reason for everything. And I need to just embrace it instead of pushing it away all the time. Somebody said, girl, you can't keep a genuine friendship. I'm starting to think you are the problem. I am the problem. I don't tolerate shit. I am most definitely the reason why every single one of my friendships ended, and I do not regret it. I am happy that every single one of those people are no longer in my life. I'm in such a better place mentally, physically, emotionally. I don't tolerate bullshit. A lot of people, somebody can do them wrong, and they'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna forgive you. I'm not a forgiver. I'm gonna leave. I don't want to be your friend anymore. The second I have a bad taste in my mouth about you and now I'm looking at you different, I don't want to be near you. I do not. And I am not going to apologize for that. I'm not sorry for that. I actually applaud myself for being able to remove a lot of people from my life like this. And I want to shout out my dad, because I feel like if my dad didn't abandon me, like, to me, if I could not have my dad in my life, I do not need you in my life. And if my uncle can die and no longer be my favorite person in this world, I do not need you in my life. Like, and that's my mentality. And I'm fine. I'm fine. It might not be healthy, but hey, I'm not tolerating shit. I don't care. If a friend does something to me that I don't like, if I can't look at you the same how I looked at you before, I don't care. Like, I actually don't care. And anybody that has a problem with me and they remove me from their life, I'm thankful for that. Thank you very, very, very much for that, because That is a big thing. If we're not compatible and I don't fit in your life and I'm not okay to be in your life, then remove me. 110%. I will never be mad at anybody for removing me from their life because I'm the same way. I will remove you in the blink of an eye, and I don't give any explanations. I'll probably talk about it on my live or I'll talk about it on YouTube, but I'm not giving you an explanation because you should know what the fuck you did. I have no hate in my heart for nobody, but I will remove you from my life. I am not God. Don't expect me to forgive you for everything that you've done to me. I'm sorry. No. No, absolutely not. I forgive everyone, but I'm never going to forget. And just because I forgive you doesn't mean that I should allow you back into my life. That's no excuse. How are you able to always push yourself no matter what stage you are in your life? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm not. A lot of the times, to be honest, I show you guys a lot of the times where I'm at my worst. I'm bed rotting. Sometimes I'll spend 2 weeks in my bed and I won't do anything. And I will be depressed. I will be crying. I'll be sad. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm sad. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So a lot of the times, it's when I look back at myself and I see the Kiara that I used to be, and I'm like, wow. You know, like, I'm very proud of her. I'm so proud of her. Even with my uncle dying, my uncle died when I was 18, I believe. I was 18. And the fact that 3 months after my uncle died, like, I buried myself into my work. I hit 100K. I think I had like 40,000 subscribers before my uncle died. And within the 3 months, I hit 100K. And I will always say that that was him. My word. Nobody could ever tell me that that wasn't my uncle. But the thing is that you have to look at yourself and see your potential. That's also why I started lashing, because lashing gives me something to do every day. I have to show up for myself every day. Like, this is now somebody else. When it comes to filming on YouTube, I'm holding myself accountable. But now when I'm lashing, someone else is holding me accountable to be there for them and be able to do something for them and be able to give them a service. That is why I chose to lash. Do you look forward to having kids in the future? I used to want kids. I wanted a lot. I wanted like 7 children. I wanted a big family. I wanted a husband. I wanted all of that. But unfortunately, I live in a city called Toronto. Well, I don't live in Toronto, but I live in the GTA. So I live in Ontario. I live in Canada. I live in a place where, nope, that is not possible here. You know, I did want kids. I did. Now, not so much. I feel like I have a problem. I have a really big problem with being someone's baby mother. I feel like that's more of an internal problem. That's a me problem. A lot of people are trying to sway me. A lot of people are saying you have to have a kid for you. You can't have the kid for the man, but the kid is 50% the man. Like, I don't know. Something doesn't sit right with me. Even like, oh, I could become a wife. I can be a wife. And then I can have kids with this man. And then I can be divorced. And now I'm taking care of the kids by myself. And then everyone's saying, well, then you're not fit to be a mother. Okay. Then I will not have kids. Who did your hair? Okay, so who did my hair at New Hair Studios? So I love her. That's my hairstylist. She gives me, honestly, every single hairstyle that I've done with her, grown woman. It's literally my new aesthetic. Okay, it's my new vibe. I'm 25 now. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm really trying to step out of that. I want to step out of that. I'm even trying to change my intro because I feel like my intro is a little more childish. It's not 25-year-old, you know? You look so at peace. I genuinely am at peace. I am. What inspires you the most? My younger self. My younger self inspires me every day that I look back and I see her. Honestly, the way that she didn't care about anything, the way that she was so free-spoken, she just didn't give a fuck. And I aspire to be her again one day. Even though I'm not her, I do aspire to be her again. I no longer want to do story times. Okay, so that's a good question. Why don't you want to do story times anymore? So I don't want to do story times anymore because of my following. And because of who I am, I'm always painted out to be the bad guy. No matter if I can literally admit that I did this, I did that, I did this, but you did this. I'm still gonna be painted as the bad guy. Everybody, no matter what story times that I do, like the people that are involved in like the other people, they always attack me, and it loses focus. It loses focus on what the person actually did, and more focus on me and the fact that, oh, I exposed this person on the internet, not even what they did to me. So it's like, fuck what they did to me. Fuck the fact that I was totally and utterly disrespected, but everyone's gonna come and attack me because I exposed you. Like, it's just, story times are just too much. It's too much on me. I hear too much in my ear. You guys are getting the entertainment aspect, but I'm getting the backlash. So we don't even know who they are for real. Exactly. But also, you guys have to remember, people know who they are. In my city, people know who they are. So it becomes a little more of a bigger issue. Would you ever move out of Canada? Honestly, I have no idea. I want to live in the States for 6 months and come back for 6 months. But I don't know. I've already lived in America when I was 18. Great experience. But I wouldn't have known you were making hella money. You're not the flashy type at all. Yeah, you know, that's one thing that I regret. I regret not popping my shit when I was rich. Well, I don't know. It depends on what you think rich is. Did you not save your money? I did. Life just happened. So, like, for example, I got a house, I got a car. I did everything right. I paid my bills and whatever. And then I got into a very depressive state. I lost my car. I gave up my house. I didn't want to be a YouTuber anymore. I was just tired. I was like, I don't want to do this. It's too much. And then I just let everything pile up. I let my debts pile up. I let everything just pile up. Did you ever see 100K in your account? I've never seen $100,000 in my bank account fully. The most amount of money that I've ever seen in my account was $25,000. And I was very proud of myself. And I think the most I've had in my PayPal was like 19,000 USD. And that, I was very proud of myself at the age that I was. And then, yeah, things happen. But the one thing is that I took care of a lot of people. So I don't blame myself, really. I was taking care of, like, at least 6 people. So why are you broke now? Because I decided to be. I didn't want to be used and abused anymore. Like, at all. But I'm not broke. I just don't make the same money that I used to make. Which is going to change this year. I'm excited. We have so many things coming. I have my book. I have my brand. I have a lot of things coming for us. 2025. So, you know, I feel like a lot of the times that I needed a break. I've been doing this shit since I was 13. So taking 2 years off, I'm so sorry. Everybody is always complaining about me. Oh, your potential. Listen, I've only lost a couple thousand followers. I don't care. And then on top of that, I'm on TikTok is a new app. TikTok is still a new app. And I still was able to gain 300K off TikTok. So, to be honest, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Is your book the interactive book that you talked about? Yes. Yes. Ki has a lot of burner accounts that stalk her. I know. It's because people are afraid to like me out loud. It's always, she cries on the internet. She's famous for no reason. If you don't know my story, just say that. What was your first thoughts of life and adulthood? That's a good one. My first thoughts of life and adulthood was, let me be a kid again. How come you never pursued acting? You know, my whole goal with doing YouTube was to create a following enough to start acting and getting out there. But then I started getting tattoos and I don't know, I never got into it. Maybe I'll get into it now at the age of 25. I'll sign with the agency, get some gigs, you know? Who knows? What was the biggest lesson this year? Forgiveness with myself. I had to forgive myself for a lot of things that happened. I had to forgive myself for a lot of things that went wrong. I just had to forgive myself. Do you think you would have better opportunities if you weren't in Canada? Yes. I wasn't even supposed to stay here, but I stayed because I was trying to build my friends up in order for us to all go to America, because I felt like because I had a group channel, I didn't think it was right for me to be in America pursuing my brand and what I'm doing when I have another brand at home. So I took what I learned from America, I tried to bring it here. Obviously it didn't work, as you guys can see. And yeah, that's about it. And I've been stuck here since. Had I known that it wasn't gonna work, I would have got a place. I would have got a house in America instead, and I would have lived there for 6 months. That was like a really big life decision that I made for myself, that I'm not gonna beat myself up for, because it is what it is. But yeah. Why only 6 months? Because I'm Canadian. Yeah, everything happens for a reason. But I never thought in 5 years that I would still, like, I don't know. It is what it is. Where do I think I'll be this time next year? I hope that I have over $100,000 in my bank account. And I hope that I am debt-free. And yeah, that's about it. I hope I'm debt-free. And I hope I have my $100,000 in my bank account. That's it. Period. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little life update. It's not really a life update, but like, why did I choose lashing? We ended up getting into a little chit chat. You know, it is what it is. Hopefully I'm supposed to be getting a seafood boil tomorrow. Someone is sending me, well, they're gonna deliver the seafood boil because someone's having $25 seafood boils. We're really doing vlogmas this year. I hope you guys know. I'm also doing baking while baked. We're gonna build a gingerbread house. We're gonna do Christmas cookies. We're gonna go shopping. I wanna do cooking videos, mukbangs. We're gonna have fun this vlogmas. And I'm filming until January 1st. So whatever I do this New Year's, hopefully I'm doing something fun. Usually I spend my New Year's at my house. But I don't know, maybe I'll go out. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys didn't, you already know the drill. Go suck your bomba clad to old pussy clap, mama. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao.